Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening. If you can hear me, let me know in the comments, but I'm assuming we're all good. We'll just wait a minute or so, let some people come in. Shout out Stella team. I'm wearing their merch. They're the best merch at ECC. Love the Stella team. Great network. Shout out them. Can't believe it's September already. Crazy. All right, let's just get stuck into it. I'm just going to give everyone an update, what we've been doing here at SubQuery, maybe some things coming up, and then we'll have a chance for some question and answers at the end as well. So if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for joining your first call. If you're old here, welcome back, and thank you for supporting us. And let's get stuck into it. So the big news that I want to start off with that we announced this week is the $100 million SQT prize pool for our consumer rewards program. So we started our consumer rewards program a few months ago with 60 million SQT in the prize pool, and that was to reward consumers who were hosting their SubQuery projects or their subgraphs. Either or would get rewarded for hosting those indexes on the SubQuery network. So they just had to use the SubQuery network as their main data API in their app, and they get rewarded. There's a leaderboard, top consumers get top rewards. And then if you didn't already know, on the SubQuery network, we also host decentralized RPCs. So RPCs for at least 15 networks, I would say. A lot of EVM networks, but also Polkadot, Kusama networks too. And you can get your RPCs from there for your apps. So those within the Consumer Rewards program as it stood were not being rewarded if you use those RPCs, but now they are. And we thought, let's not just add them into the existing pool, let's expand the pool of rewards. So we bumped it up to 100 million, beautiful, nice round number. So the 40 million that we bumped it up by is allocated to consumers of our decentralized RPCs. So that started on 1st of September, which was Monday, the RPC rewards, but of course, the rewards for indexes hosting has been going for a few months, and it's a year-long program, by the way. So the earlier you get in and start earning rewards, start using those RPCs or hosting your index, so the more rewards you can get, because it's running for a year. Every month we are distributing rewards. So the earlier the better, but there's no too late at this point. Like there's several months left. I think it goes through till May, end of May next year. So still a good 8-9 months left to get in. So if we know a lot of you are part of multiple crypto communities, so make sure you let them know about this, because infrastructure can be really expensive, really expensive. So let them know, because this is a way that not only with the SubQuery network and the reward mechanisms and the way it operates, it's already an extremely affordable solution. With the decentralized nature of it all, it's very, very cost effective, and there's already opportunities for rewards like query rewards within the SubQuery network. And then we have this pool with allocated rewards. So they're most likely going to completely cover costs, if not earn rewards on top of those costs if they're on the leaderboard. And like I say, for the indexes, I think it's the top 10 consumers get rewarded. I think I should check that. For RPCs users, it's the top 100 users that are going to get rewards. So it's also not like a small number of the people on that leaderboard going to get rewarded. So make sure to let your other communities know. And if you want to read about it, there's the QR code on the screen for you. I'll actually just flick over the Consumer Rewards website page as well. All right. The roadmap progress update I'm going to do quickly again. We did it in the last community update, but it was, I think we'd released it that day or the day before. So I just wanted to give everyone another quick update just to say that we are smashing through our milestones. This is SubQuery's year of AI. We are fully leaning into that AI space. indexing is where we started, and that's something that AI can so power and bolster up. So we're embracing it. We're not going to just say, no, keep indexing manually from scratch. Like, why? We're here to make builders' lives easier, and AI can do that even more so. So we're just adding more AI features, more AI products. We've ticked off a bunch of things, including recently GraphQL Agent, which is basically an AI agent that you can plug in to your indexer, and you can just ask your indexer questions like, who are the last 10 transfers on Stellar Network? Or who owns NFTs from this collection, or whatever's in that data set. You can just ask it in plain English. You don't have to write GraphQL queries. We also done an MCP integration, which means you can actually create indexes using AI. And there's more to come. And there's more to come on the roadmap, which is going to be very exciting. And there's some things that are not on the roadmap that we could not reveal that are coming soon. Maybe this time next month, I'll have some more information for you. Maybe, hopefully. Okay. Speaking of the AI, this is actually just me even spitballing with you guys because we're keen for feedback. Our previous slogan was decentralized without compromise, but we're so keen on the AI side of things and combining AI with blockchain data. Like, that is our mission now. So we want to look for something that reflects that. What we're thinking at this moment is unlocking intelligence in blockchain data. So it really makes it clear that we are making blockchain data more intelligent. So we have that data link. It's always going to be the fundamentals of what we do, but making it smarter, more intelligent, AI powered. So let me know what you guys think of that slogan. Most of us we had a selection to choose from, and we quite easily landed on this one was our favorite for all of us. But open to feedback. Otherwise, you will probably see the slogan being rolled out very soon and weaved into our messaging very soon. Next, Autonity mainnet support we did in August. So Autonity is a really cool customer of ours, actually. So they sponsor or host a public RPC for people to use for their testnet and their mainnet. That's one way they use the SubQuery. They also use us for indexing. They index data and have indexes using the SubQuery SDK. They basically use all the products we have, and we love them for it. And we got to meet some of their team at ECC, and they're a great team. But yeah, there's a mainnet RPC on the SubQuery network, which we launched in August. Congratulations to them for launching their mainnet in August. And if you need Autonity RPC, then you can get it on the SubQuery network app, as you can see in that screenshot, or scan the QR code on the screen there. Next, 294 supported networks and growing. I actually should have just deleted this slide because I think it's about the same number as last month. As I said to you, we're adding high value networks or networks that come to us with like an extreme need. We're actually going to be rolling out soon an update to our website where we have some like standard pricing and process, and we give a package to teams that need network support. And it's kind of like a standard offering with us with our pricing. And then if it's like non-EVM or a more complex chain, then that will be, we'll discuss with them to give them a quote. But unless they go through that avenue, or there's a beautiful ecosystem comes out full of developers and they need the tools, they need an indexer, then we are here to help and we'll do that. But we're not just going to go to 300 for the sake of going to 300. And we know that Solana has the #1 amount of developers, I believe, in their ecosystem now, followed by, I think it's still Solana, Ethereum, and Polkadot, probably the top 3. And we support all those 3 and are very heavily stuck in and want to support developers there instead of focusing on just expanding to new networks for the sake of it. Next, era 80. So we're 80 eras in to the SubQuery network. Pretty cool. We'll be coming up to 100 soon. Well, 20 weeks away, which is going to be an awesome milestone. Like I said in our tweet, we are here. The infrastructure's here for you. The distributed global node operators are here and ready to run indexes and run your RPCs. So for anyone, the builders building apps, SubQuery Network is where you need to come. And for a lot of you guys who are not technical, the SubQuery Network is also where you need to come, and you need to come and stake your SQT. So it's called delegators. You can see in here we have 780 delegators currently, and that delegator is just the word we use for staking your SQT. So you stake it on your favorite node operator. It's very easy to select your favorite node operator. They have metrics about like their uptime and their service delivery and things like that. So you can easily see which are kind of the most reliable or best performing node operators. You can stake your SQT on them and you can receive rewards. So it is really for everyone. I personally am non-technical and have had SQT staked on there since the very beginning. Next, meet us in real life. So we know we have a lot of you all over the world. We know a lot of you are in Eastern Europe and Asia. So these are some great conferences that we hope to meet you at. ETH Warsaw is going on right now. Marta's there as we speak. As I'm sure a lot of you know, she is Polish herself. She's been visiting family in her hometown Katowice, which is just a train ride away from Warsaw. So she's gone up there. I think it's up for a few days for the conference. And she is speaking on a panel, which I'll get to on the next slide. And then we will also be at Korea Blockchain Week in Seoul at the end of September and Singapore at the start of October. I'll be there and Marta will be there. She's heading back to New Zealand through Asia. So let's go into ETH Warsaw. Firstly, a panel at 1:30 p.m. Poland time, which I think is in maybe 2.5 hours. So if you're listening to me and you're in Poland, make sure you get over there in the next couple hours, all right? Listen to her. She's on a panel about infrastructure. Are we there yet? State of on-chain infrastructure and tooling. She's going to be covering off some really cool stuff from indexing to RPCs to AI agents. And she has a really cool panel with her, someone from Base, Chronicle, L2 Beat. There might even be a couple others. I think I saw an update today that there was more people on the panel. But yes, if you happen to be in Poland, get over there right now, please. It'll be a great listen. And then next is Korea Blockchain Weekend and Token 2049, which I mentioned, end of September, start of October. If you're there, definitely message me. This is not just me being nice. I want to chat to you guys, connect with the community. In real life is just a whole different ball game to us messaging online. It's not the same thing. So let's connect in person, and we're excited to connect with a bunch of teams. We're actually speaking at the Sonic Summit in Singapore. It's in one of the coolest buildings in Singapore. And they have an all-day summit, maybe a 2-day summit. And Marta will be on a panel there. We'll be there a lot. We have some really cool stickers and maybe other merch to give out. So come to the Sonic Summit. Otherwise, just hit us up and we will be keen to meet. And we're excited to make some really cool connections. We heard great things about Korea Blockchain Week last year. So we think there's going to be a lot of massive teams there. We're excited to make some great connections and partnerships. Next, more educational pieces. So I would have covered this last month. Last month, I think we released maybe 4 or so of them. This month, we've released at least 6 of these kind of educational type content, which really breaks down some of these more technical terms, everything we're about blockchain data, querying, building apps, in a really nice, simple, beautiful way. And selfishly, but we're all in this for the success of SubQuery, they're SEO optimized articles. So it will help us with our search engine optimization. If you're looking up blockchain data or, Web3 applications, things like that, we've been targeting these keywords in our articles to make sure that SubQuery pops up when people are searching for things like that. So 2 benefits there, but mostly, honestly, just really good reads. So go and check them out. You can scan that QR code or I will send a link to our blog right here in the chat as well. Member of the month reveal, Tamora, who I can see in the chat right there. Love to see it. He has been incredible. I think someone even said in the chat something about how he is like a moderator or paid. He's not paid. He is just an awesome community member. Maybe one day we'll get him on as a mod or to be part of the team because he's been so awesome. If you can see the screenshot on the right-hand side, one thing he's helped us do, which is we haven't really seen a community member do for us, is getting involved in all these relevant conversations on Twitter. So when people are talking about infrastructure or data indexing, what tool should I use? Maybe complaining about certain competitors or something like that, opportunities where SubQuery can insert themselves into the conversation. That's what Tamora has been doing for us. So you can see this person is talking about how infra projects are quietly running the whole show right now, talking about how infra projects are the backbone and the reliable projects in Web3. And Tamora's gone in and said, absolutely. And have you had a look at SubQuery? But there's other ones where people are complaining about indexing or are like struggling to build an index or looking for AI-powered indexes and things like that Tamora's been tracking down and inserting SubQuery into. So it's an awesome way to spread the word of us. It's a great thing to do on crypto Twitter. And not only that, he's in the chat right now spreading beautiful positivity. He's all over Telegram as well. And he's just been a great addition. And he's only been jumping in, I'd say, in the last couple months. So it just goes to show you really only need to come in and grind, and you could be winning $100 SQT if you like have a positive impact on the community like he has. So amazing job. And I think some of you probably joined because you wanted that question that might win you the $100 SQT that we did last month. That I might jump back to that next month. So there's your alpha. Join our next community call. I'm pretty keen to jump back and do another giveaway. So start of October. Bear in mind, I will be in Singapore, but I did one live from France. I don't want to let you guys miss me too much. So next month, jump on. There's going to be a question. Fastest person wins, or some other way I'll choose the winner, because those are always fun. And just be there. All right. So question and answer time now. Let me just run through. I saw a lot of comments, but I don't know if I saw too many questions, which is surprising because last call we had a lot of questions. If you have any questions, pop them in now. Pop them in the chat now, and I will. Beautiful question. What is the next plan? Okay. I can't say too much. Like I say, on the next call, there should be a great topic for us to chat about. What I will say for right now is the 100 million SQT Consumer Rewards Program. Big focus for us, big thing we want to push. We did some PR around it as well. We're going to tweet about that a little bit later of where we got our PR features. And we really want to spread the word of that. So, you can't focus on too many things at once in crypto or people will get confused. So that's right now. But in just a few weeks, depending how fast my dev team can move, there's going to be some good stuff, some good news. That's all I'll tell you. It's the part that's not revealed, that's not on the roadmap. Next 1 to 2 months. Yeah, it's not down to me. It's down to my dev team, guys. I can only chase them so much. So can't say too much. And coffee so bad. I always love when you join. I just love your username, coffee so bad. I don't know if you love coffee so bad or you think it's so bad. I personally don't drink coffee, so I can understand either way. Any plans to integrate AI? Great question, but also maybe you missed the start. We're all about AI here now. We've done already some AI features, like I said, integrated with MCP, which means that people can now build their indexes using AI. They can also debug indexes using AI. And we're looking to do more around that because there's different AI tools, like Cursor is the main one we've used, but there's different ones. And we want to do more videos on it on YouTube as well to make it easier to follow along. And Scott did a video, and he's the heart and soul of the SubQuery SDK and very technical super whiz. But now Marta's working on one. She's also technical and also a genius, but less technical than Scott. And she's just going to do a video to prove that anyone can do it. And the other thing is the GraphQL agent, which is basically an AI agent that can sit on top of your index data set. SubQuery projects and subgraphs, actually. We haven't announced that yet, but it will work for subgraphs too. And it means you can just ask your data questions in plain English, like who were my last 10 transactions to, if that's in the data set. And yeah, more things coming on the AI front. As I say, that is the direction we're going in. We have a new slogan heading in that direction, which tomorrow is asked about. When are we adopting the new slogan? We're basically making some updates to our website, and that will be incorporated in. So this very week, we just discussed the new slogan options. We all really like that new one, unlocking intelligence in blockchain data. And I just wanted to make sure we had a moment to breathe with it, sit with it, mull it over. Got excited, had to share it with you guys, hear your thoughts. But yeah, that's all just the discussion this week. Then we're going to do some website updates that will come there. And then I'll be starting to feed it into our messaging and our boilerplates and our, templated descriptions. Here's a good question. The AI features mentioned above, will they be charged? So some of it is like open sourced technology, I believe, in terms of the MCP integration. I don't think that's something we can charge for, but the GraphQL agent that I'm talking about, it's currently a demo that anyone can use. They can just jump in and give their CID, so like project ID of their data set, and have a play and ask questions. Obviously, it's kind of like in beta, it's recently released and things like that. So we want to see how it works as well. And we wouldn't charge for that while it's in that stage. But it also, in time, not even in that long, like coming very soon, we plan to integrate it with our SubQuery network. And that way people will be able to charge for it, basically. It'll be something that people do with SQT tokens. I think they lock the tokens or boost them, and then they're able to, that unlocks the feature for them to ask their data sets questions, if that makes sense. People have just jumped in right towards the end here. We're up to 900 listeners now, guys. Amazing, amazing, amazing. But you missed the whole first half, guys. Okay. No more questions for now. Yes, Dimitro, one of our beautiful community moderators, as he says, if you want to be the next community member of the month, be helpful, active in chats, bring something unique to the table. It's not that hard. I'm always looking for a new person to give out that $100 to. I've just said I'm going to do the random giveaway on the call next month, which I will do. If no community member jumps out and stands out to me, we'll go for that. If I'm feeling crazy generous, maybe I'll do both. The world is our oyster. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining. We just hit 1,000 viewers. Maybe we got a big push on Twitter or something and everyone's just jumped on. I don't know if you can hear that, but I just took a screenshot of the listeners because I want to remember this. 1,000 people just tuning in. If you have any questions that I didn't answer, please message them through on Telegram, Discord. We're around. It is 9:30 p.m. for me, so I will go to sleep soon. But if there's any delay, I will reply in the morning, first thing. And if not, our beautiful community moderators are there as well. We're always around. So catch you on the next call in 1 month's time. And if you're not already in our Telegram and Discord, get in there. Follow our Twitter. Exciting things coming. And thanks for joining us, guys. All right. See you later.